Hi, it's Tony Ozanne from the Small Interview Project, and today I'm going to go and see Bobby Graham from Bobby Graham Publishing. So she'll tell us all about how she works with ebooks and converts documents. So let's see how she goes. Hi, today I'm here with Bobby Graham from Bobby Graham Publishing, and we're going to take her through the Small Interview Project. So how are you today, Bobby?
I'm well, thanks, Tony. How are you?
I'm excellent.
Great.
Okay, you ready to get right into it?
I am.
Great. Okay, in 30 seconds or so, give us your elevator pitch. What do you do?
Well, I create digital products. So I create books for things like iPad and iPhone, and my particular speciality is converting high-end print PDFs, documents that have got images, graphs, tables, anything complex like that, to alternate digital formats which can be viewed online on a website or on an iPad or an iPhone.
Excellent. Okay, sounds like everybody's got iPads these days, so it's certainly a good opportunity. Why did you go into business? What was the main reason?
Well, I've always been interested in, my background is in publishing, but I've always been interested in digital books. In fact, for about the last 20 years I have been, and I've always wanted to know how we can repurpose content. That's what I particularly like doing. So I decided some time ago that I'd like to be managing my own business, and a couple of months ago I left full-time employment to do this.
Lucky you. Excellent. And if you had your time over again, would you do anything differently? Like, what would you change?
I think I'd do this earlier. I was quite a pioneer, I suppose, in the digital publishing environment about 13 years ago when I started Bobby Graham Publishers, but I didn't have somebody like you to give me good information. I found working with you was really helpful because I've developed an understanding of the infrastructure that I needed to run a business. I think that's the thing that was missing previously, and now that we've done that work together, I feel more confident that I can move forward.
Okay, excellent, great, thank you. And what's been your biggest challenge in business?
I think my biggest challenge has most probably been fear of failure, probably not knowing that I can do it myself, so it's taken me a bit of time to build up the courage to do it, and again, working with people like you and discussing with others, but also having a good product. I have a great deal of faith in the work that I do, and I think there's a need for this kind of content to be made available online because it fulfills quite a few purposes. It makes publishing web accessible, and it makes it available on so many different devices.
Okay, definitely. And what about the this is not one of my 5 questions, but what about the change in to the industry as far as people are going from hard books to ebooks?
Oh, yes.
What's the trend there?
Well, there's a huge uptake of digital or ebooks, especially since Amazon came up with its Kindle. I think that's really revolutionized it. I always predicted that once people could read books on some kind of handheld device, that would make them more available, and that's certainly done it. But even in the business sector, I don't know if you look around when you travel at the airports or any kind of public space, everybody's using their iPad. So really for a business sense, it makes a lot of sense to have content available on different devices.
Absolutely. And is the book dead?
I used to think the book was dead, but now I think the book can run in parallel because there's still a place for a really beautifully produced print book, but there's, I think, even more place for digital books. Yeah, you can carry many more. I mean, I have about 50 books on my iPad, and I think the opportunities for producing content are just amazing and go well beyond the book, which in my way of thinking is a closed product.
Okay, excellent. All right, I'll get back to my questions now. So how do you balance working on your business versus in your business?
Well, I suppose at the moment I'm in quite a fortunate position in that I've got the time to think about the business. So I'm doing a bit of planning and considering what I should be doing, but I am also working on my business because I'm fortunate that I've got a couple of clients that are helping me through this kind of startup period. So for me, I think that the balance is necessary, and the planning was necessary.
Absolutely. And you're in that great position where you have the time to start working on your business. So
that's right.
Make the most of it.
Yes.
And finally, what advice would you have for any newbie to business?
Well, I think follow your passion, definitely. You've got to do something that you like doing. There's no point in working on something you're not interested in. And you find if you've got a passion for something, like I've always had a passion for digital books, you can turn it into a business. If you deliver good quality and if you work with people, I think that's really, really important. Work with a good team, work with good colleagues.
Okay, excellent. Good. Awesome. Thank you very much, Bobby.
Thank
you
you
for taking
Tony.
part in my little project.
Thank you.
Bye.